to do oh, where am I going? Am I saying it right? Hello my friend, happy 8th day of Christmas. So today's video I am talking about the 8 Beatitudes in Matthew, which is from the New Testament, and I reflected on each Beatitude verse from that scripture, and also I did input my own action of what I would like to do to practice the Beatitudes in my life. And also I did feature eyeshadow palettes that remind me of the winter season. Now I didn't have too much palettes to feature in this video, but I thought why not share my small batch of what I found in my collection that reminds me of the winter blues, of how you feel when it's cloudy, or pretty much it represents the winter season. So I hope you enjoy watching, and with all that said, I will start the video right now. So today is the 8th day of Christmas, and it says, on the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids of milking. And this represents the 8 Beatitudes in Matthew's Gospel. And so it comes from Matthew chapter 5, verses 3 to 12. And it says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." I really love reflecting on this scripture because it really shows what it means to pay attention to our surroundings, especially those who are more unfortunate than us. It's really, I could say that it does become a little difficult to see outside our own routines and our own, I guess our own habits, and it's good to just be aware of people around us, whether it's just sitting down to talk to them, how they are doing, or just casually talking to someone just because. I feel like those little things are big things for other people, and I think that kind of emphasizes on what I'm saying is, blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. So that's kind of like an example. Like you bring a smile to someone's face. You make someone feel welcome and just make them feel love. So that will be day number 8. So I'm going to be sharing my eyeshadow palettes that are pretty much inspired by the winter season. I did this last year on my Vlogmas, and I think you might see a couple of repeats just because I think winter is very I think winter does represent the coldness you see with white, especially if you're among snow, or blue because it's pretty much cloudy, the sun's not out, and so I have a lot of blue theme colored palettes. So the first one I have here is what I'm wearing on my eyes, and it's a really beautiful shimmer formula from Juvia's place. This is the I Love Ice, and then this would be the color story. The next one is another Juvia's Place palette. This is the Lori number 2. And this is going to have those darker blues. This one is still new. I have yet to play with it. I've only used this blue shimmer. But this one, I hardly have any dark blues like this in my collection. And it just looks like it's going to be a good one to keep reaching for during this season. The next one is what I have on my inner corner and on my crease shade. This is the Copacetic with the collaboration of Basket Case, and it's the Elysian palette. This is inspired by the Northern Lights. Almost like the same idea with what ColourPop was going for with that palette, that big palette. But this is color story. Now the shimmers are a bit flaky, especially this, and this. So I like to use a glitter glue if I'm ever touching those shades. Feel like the mattes are a little bit powdery, but overall I think this color story is really beautiful to work with. Just takes a little bit of work to not have it so messy on the pans. The next palette is another Juvia's Place palette, and this is the Valhalla 2. And this is the color story. Now I did remove the pressed glitters. I do have plans to replace these pans and fill them in with shadows. But as you can see, there's like 2 whole rows of purple blue, and then also you have this whole row of like these light greens. The shimmers are stunning. I think Juvia's Place shadows are not a disappointment. I know I've said that I declutter them in the past, but I refrained because once I started using the formula, I think they're such great quality. The mattes blend beautifully, and the shimmers, you can make them as metallic as you want. Now the last palette is from Morphe, and I've mentioned this palette so many times, but this is a Morphe with a collaboration with Pony, and it's their Constellation Sky palette. I think I featured this one many times last year. And the color story looks like this. Super stunning. So again, you get some blue shades down here, and then you got a couple of neutrals, a lot of pinks and purples. You can use this whole row on your face, and I could see this using as a winter blush just because it's so bold. And then these two as highlighters. This as like a olive lid shade, a bronzer. But anyway, this whole color story is just beautiful. You could go either a dark purple look, a lightish pink look, the blues, these golds. I can't not stop talking about the color story. It's just so stunning. I think it would be really great to use this as a winter tutorial for an eye look. So that is all the palettes I have for now as far as what I was looking for this category. I hope you enjoyed watching, and may God bless always, and I hope to see you on day number 9. Take good care, and I hope to see you soon. For now, I'll say bye.